Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and I'm so excited to be filming today's video because we're going to be doing a perfume switch up once again. So I have my Monsoon perfume collection that I'd curated roughly, I want to say 4 months back. I believe it was July. So July, August, September and October, and now we're in the beginning of November. So for the past 4 months I was using this particular set of perfumes, and I have some interesting updates to share with you. Now, I did give myself certain goals that I want to be touching / achieving in these 4 months, and I will give you an update as to which ones I have reached, which ones I haven't reached, and then I will of course be sharing with you the perfumes for the winter that I cannot wait to start using. So that's what this video is going to be about. In case you're interested, please keep on watching, and now let's jump right into it. Now, I had 8 perfumes in total that I was looking at using basically, and I'm going to give you an update on every single one of them. The first one is Versace Eros Femme, and I told myself that I want to finish this perfume, and here is what my bottle looks like. This is Versace Eros Femme, and like you can see, it's completely empty. Now, don't get too excited because I do want to be completely honest and tell you that I haven't actually completely finished up my Versace Eros Femme. So what ended up happening was that towards the end of it, I started realizing that the longevity of this particular perfume was not as great as I wanted it to be, but I did want to reapply a couple of times throughout the day. So I made myself some decants of this particular perfume, and that's how this bottle is completely empty, because I have, I think, 2 or 3 decants of this particular perfume that I still have in my collection. So I haven't completely ran out of the juice completely, but I think this progress is really amazing, and I have, of course, used it up quite well. So I am very happy about that, but I still do have this perfume in my collection in the form of decants. But this particular bottle is going to go into my perfume archives bottle collection basically. So yes, this one is going to go bye-bye from my existing perfume collection. Moving on next to the second perfume, and this is another interesting update, but this one is more exciting than the one before because this perfume I have actually completely used up. It's Studiowest Seasalt EDP by Westside, and this one I did not make any decants of. This one I have actually completely used up, and I'm so freaking happy about it, and I have so many absolutely amazing memories with this fragrance as well. I was at some point actually considering repurchasing this fragrance just because of the absolutely amazing memories that I now have attached to it, which is again why this one is also going to go into my perfume archive collection, because it's a bottle that I do not want to throw away. It's one that I want to look at, reminisce all the amazing memories that I have attached to this fragrance now. So yeah, that one is that. But yes, I have completely used it up, and yes, I am still considering repurchasing it because of the amazing memories that I do want to continue to have and relive by wearing the scent if I do end up repurchasing. So yeah, that's that. Apart from that, the other perfumes that I have to mention, I don't really have very exciting updates on, so we are done with the exciting updates. Another perfume that I also wanted to use up is Avon Little Black Dress. This is what it looks like. You can clearly tell that I have maybe reached the halfway point on this. Have I reached the halfway point on this? I think I'm a little bit above the halfway point, but yeah, this is a fragrance that I had planned to completely use up, but that did not end up happening. That being said, this scent is now very special to me because I have received compliments on this from some really special people in my life, and now I do associate this fragrance with, you know, those people, that person, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, for that particular reason, this is one that I don't want to just run through completely and completely use up, but I will continue to of course wear this for certain special occasions, and it's one that I will slowly and surely do go through. So that's the update on this one. I might actually continue to have this in my rotation permanently and use it throughout the year again. That's something that we will debate on, but for now I will be keeping this in for the next rotation as well, because I do see myself like continuing to wearing this and using it. I don't know how well it's going to smell in the winters, so we will have to see, but I will keep this in the rotation for now. So there is that. Then we have a newer perfume that I am very excited, and personally I really love the scent. I mentioned it in my October favorites video as well, and that is Masaba by Nykaa. This is the Croc and Roll variant, and like you can see, I have gotten good use on it, but I haven't gotten like very good progress on it. But I can tell you that next year I'm going to be obsessed with this perfume and I'm going to wear it a ton in 2023. That's my prediction as of now, is that in 2023 Croc and Roll is going to be my absolute go-to scent. I absolutely freaking love it, but it is definitely not a scent that I feel like would be suitable for the winters at all. So this one is going to go back into my collection, but next year is going to be my year with Croc and Roll. I can already tell you that. Moving on, next we have Plum Hawaiian Rumba. Now this is another scent that you can see I have good use on. I thought I didn't use it much, but now that I'm looking at how much I have used, I think it's pretty good, considering that I do have a travel size of this as well, the 20 ml, which I haven't touched at all. This is all that I have been using, and this is another scent that I feel like I can use throughout the year. It's like one of those signature scents. So yeah, this one is also going to continue to stay in the rotation and be used in the winters as well. So there was that. Then we have a scent which, it breaks my heart to tell you that I was absolutely loving and enjoying this perfume so freaking much, and then one fine morning I was going to spray it on me and I dropped the bottle. It shattered on my bedroom floor, and now I have the shattered glass pieces of that particular perfume bottle stored in my archives of my favorite perfumes. Yes, that happened. That's the NUON Rebel. It's the matte black color packaging bottle. I'm going to probably insert a photo somewhere over here, but yes, it is very sad and heartbreaking to tell you that that perfume will no longer be a part of my collection, because I absolutely freaking love the scent. I love the perfume bottle. I love that fragrance so freaking much, and if I hadn't shattered the bottle, it would have been with me here today. So I am the murderer of my favorite fragrance, and I cannot repurchase it, which is even more sad and even more heartbreaking. But I just have to tell myself it is what it is. You have to move on. But of course I couldn't just throw it away. I had to keep the bottle with me, even though if it's just a bunch of glass pieces and it's garbage to some people, it's not garbage to me. It's very precious, and yes, I have it in like a section of my wardrobe, which is a part of my perfume archive. So yeah, that is that. Moving on, next we have Miniso Sunrise right here with me, and like you can see, I also have good amount of use on this, but I still have more juice left. Luckily this is not my only bottle. I have a backup bottle as well. Now this is another perfume that I don't use on a regular basis. I wear this on certain special occasions, which is mostly my hikes, my trips, my treks, where I like to wear this scent, because now I just associate the scent with every single trip, trek, hike that I've been on. So yeah, for that reason, this is my scent that I wear every single time I'm going on a hike or I'm traveling, etc. So that is Miniso Sunrise right here for you. And again, I'm going to continue to have it in the rotation, because I do have a camping hiking trip that is coming up in the month of November, and then hopefully if things continue to happen in December and Jan, etc., then I'm going to continue to wear that scent, obviously. So there is that. And then last but not the least, we have Burberry Her. Now this is not all the wear, like basically this bottle is not empty because I have worn it a ton. I bought a partial which had maybe like this much product, so I have used it a little bit, but I haven't of course emptied up the entire bottle. So yeah, there is that. This is one that I was actually saving because I do want to compare it to like other fragrances as well, like BR 540. I have already compared it with Cloud, Ariana Grande Cloud, so that video I'm pretty sure is already up on my channel, so you can go and check it out. But yeah, this is a scent that I'm also going to be saving for next year. I didn't want to like hurry up and just finish it up because I don't really see myself repurchasing it, so I'm going to savor it for as long as I possibly can. So there is that. Those were all my fragrances that I was using in the past rotation, and now we're gonna move on and talk about the fragrances that are going to be added to my winter collection slash fragrances I'm going to be focusing on in the winter. So we have all of those right here, and while I show you them and talk about them, I am also going to arrange it in this container right here. This is my perfume basket, I like to call it. So yeah, that is that. The first fragrance that I'm very excited, because I absolutely loved this fragrance last year in the winters, is when I fell in love with it. So now I'm going to use this every single winter, and I also have a lot of great memories attached to this particular fragrance, and that is Nykaa Love Notes right here. This is what the bottle looks like. Again, when I shake it, I feel like there is not a lot of product in here. Actually, I shouldn't say product. There is not a lot of fluid juice in here. I cannot tell, to be completely honest. It's a pretty okay. Oh no, actually if I hold it in the sun, there is a lot of juice in here, and I've hardly used it up, which is of course nice, because I absolutely love this particular fragrance, and I love to wear it when I am out for work. Majorly like on events and traveling and all of that stuff. That's when I wear it a ton. That's how I wore it last year as well, and that's how I'm going to continue to wear it. So yeah, this is going to be added to my perfume tray for the winter. Moving on, next we have another fragrance that I'm absolutely like dying to wear it, and I don't remember exactly when I got this last year, but when I did get it, I already knew that this is going to be something that I'm going to absolutely love to wear in the winter, and that is this fragrance right here. It's a custom created fragrance that I made with OOAK, that is one of a kind, and I have named this fragrance Bombay Paisley after my favorite Bombay Paisley fragrance from Westside. So this is a custom fragrance that I made basically to be inspired by Bombay Paisley, but I have to tell you that it's not exactly the same. It's maybe like 80, 85, 90% similar, but this is basically a lot of fruity, musk and vanilla. Like those are the actual notes that I put in this to create this particular fragrance. So there's fruity musk and there's vanilla. So the juice has definitely darkened up a lot. It's because of the vanilla, because this is not like a newer perfume. I've had this for months, of course stored in the dark, but I mean vanilla as a note, the fragrance and the color of the juice obviously darkens over time, but this is one that I was waiting to like wear regularly as a signature scent in the winters. So that is what I'm really excited for this, you know, to be wearing it a ton in the winter. So there is that. Then moving on next to another fragrance that I had waited for a long time to actually buy, that is another Moi By Nykaa fragrance, and this is Bisous or Bisous, however you want to say the name of it. This is what it looks like, and you can see there is like pretty much no use on this bottle, because I was waiting for the winters to, you know, arrive and to wear this. Now of course I will be wearing this on my skin, but I'm more excited to wear this on clothes, because this I feel like lasts for days and days on clothes. Now obviously I am going to be washing my clothes, but if I spray them once they come back from the wash, and then of course it's going to take me a couple of weeks to actually wear those clothes because I have them on rotation. I'm not going to wear the same t-shirt every single day. So yeah, for that reason I know that this is gonna last super long on my clothes, and it is a really amazing scent. It is a super warm, super delicious, amazing fragrance. I feel like I didn't describe Nykaa love notes that much, so I'm going to just quickly talk about the scent profile of this particular fragrance. It is a really warm, sweet, fluffy, marshmallowy kind of a fragrance, which I really love. So yeah, that's how I would describe it. But of course you could go to Nykaa's website or you know, check out the description of the actual fragrance, but that's how I would personally describe this fragrance. There is Bisous or Bisous is a very warm caramel, sweet, sugary kind of a scent, so it's very different. This one is way more cloying, which is why I would never wear this any other time of the year apart from winters. So that is Bisous or Bisous by Nykaa again. Moving on, next we have a fragrance that I have already been using quite a bit, also as my like perfume that I spray on my clothes, and that is Aqualina Pink Sugar. Now this is clearly, like you can tell, a tester, and I didn't actually get the cap on this particular scent, so I got it for a little bit of a cheaper price from like an Instagram retailer. But this is sort of similar, I would say, to Nykaa Bisous or Bisous again, however you want to say it, but this one is a little bit more sugary, I want to say. Like I can actually smell the sugar in this particular fragrance, like that's how strong it is, and this can get cloying very quickly, which is why I don't think I would ever directly spray this on my skin. Like this one I might spray like once or twice on my skin, but this one I don't think would work on my skin at all. This is like a dedicated clothing fragrance for me personally. So yeah, there is that. Then we have our last two fragrances and then we will be done with this video. So I have another super sweet fragrance, and that is Vanilla Vibes by Plum. Can you see how dark this juice is? Like it is like purple. Yeah, when you hold it up against the light it is purple, but when you look at it like this it's pretty deep and dark. This is another super strong vanilla fragrance, again one that I would be a little scared to directly spray on my skin, and even if I am, it's just gonna be like one or two sprays, because this one is a true gourmand. It literally smells like a super sugary dessert would smell like, you know, like a sweet sugary dessert that you eat. This smells like that. So yeah, I'm a little concerned. I think it needs to be really cold for me to be able to wear this particular scent. Otherwise it's just going to be something that I spray on my clothes and then like let it air out, and then I would wear the particular piece of clothing. So yeah, there is that. And last but not the least, we have a Skinn by Titan fragrance, and this is called Celeste. It's such a beautiful packaging. I love the ombre going on this, and this particular fragrance I would say is a slightly mature version of Nykaa Love Notes, because it's got that same fluffy marshmallowy kind of vibe going on, but this one is a little bit less sweet, a little bit more like musky and mature, which definitely makes it easier to wear. I feel like this is something that I could wear throughout the year as well. Maybe not in super hot weather, but if it's a little pleasant, I could still pull this off. And this is another fragrance that I associate with events and traveling and trips and all of that stuff, because I actually discovered this when I was working at an event with a bunch of other girls and guys, and there was a girl who I was sharing the room with, and she was spraying this like super early in the morning at 4-5, and I could barely open my eyes. And when she was getting ready, I was like, wow, what perfume are you wearing? Because obviously, you know, when we're like 4 girls in a room, we can obviously, you know, tell what we're wearing, spraying, all that stuff. And then she had the smaller like travel size of this particular perfume that they sell, and she was like, oh, here you go, you know, try it, and if you want you can spray it on, blah blah blah. So I actually sprayed it on me that day, and by the end of the day I was absolutely in love with the scent, and I was like, I gotta go back home and buy the full size bottle of it. So that's definitely what ended up happening. I bought a full size of this during the July anniversary sale that Nykaa does. But yeah, that is my bottle of Celeste from Skinn by Titan. But yeah, I cannot wait to be wearing this. And also Nykaa love notes a lot during all my events and trips and travel that is coming up, and there are a lot of plans. So yeah, I will eventually share that with you as well when the time comes. But those are all the fragrances that I had to talk to you about. And if I just have to show you my winter perfumes that I just spoke about, then those are all of them. But there is obviously more space, and like I told you, I have some of my monsoon perfumes as well, like Miniso Sunrise, like there is also Avon Little Black Dress, which I know I will continue to wear, so I'm going to keep those two also. I'm going to try to somehow squeeze them in. Plum Hawaiian Rumba is also going to be staying in this, but I'm going to have to see how to make space and fit all of this in. Now, I did not give myself any goals for you know, using up any of the fragrances per se, because this time around in the winter I just want to focus on falling in love with these fragrances and using them and enjoying them and seeing how I feel about them. So I'm not really you know, gearing or targeting towards using any of them up this time around, because a lot of them are new, like Bisous, like Celeste, like Vanilla Vibes, even the Bombay Paisley by OOAK, sorry, not OOAK but OOAK. Those are all newer fragrances that I have, so it's not practical, you know, to be, for me to be using any of them up, and I just want to enjoy all of them. So yeah, that was that. I also do have a couple of fragrances. Like, should I actually extend this video and talk about some more fragrances that I have, which are samples that I'm going to be using this time? Or maybe I could do a separate video on that as well. I think I'm going to do a separate video on my samples that I want to use and kind of discover if I want to end up getting full sizes of any of those. So that I'm going to save for a separate video. But that is it for this particular video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this winter switch up of my perfume collection. But yeah, that is it for this video. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what your favorite winter scent is, one that you love wearing with a cozy sweater. And I still continue wearing jeans even in the winters, but yeah, let me know what your favorite winter scent is down below, or if you would like to know my thoughts on any of these fragrances, about the longevity, about anything else that is related. Definitely let me know. I'm going to list and link everything down below that I spoke about, like all the fragrances, the monsoon ones, the winter ones, everything I'm going to list and link down below, so you can go ahead and check that out. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.